you very much. We have another caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Salam.
Salam, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, brother.
Salam to the Sayyid and salam to you as well, brother. My question is basically there's a misconception about Ummul Kulsum alayhi salam marrying Hazreti Omera. Some schools of thought basically say that it's narrated in Bukhari that this marriage took place. That's my first question. And the second question is if the Sayyid can please explain the peace treaty between Imam Hassan and Muavije.
Okay, thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Dealing with the first, as brother mentioned, misconception, which is that Kulsum, or a historical figure called Kulsum, who other schools say possibly was the daughter of Imam Ali, married the second Khalifa of Islam. And if you'd like to clarify around that issue.
Yeah, there seems to be a major dispute concerning this issue. That Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam had a number of daughters. He had Zainab al-Kubra, Zainab al-Sughra, Kulsum al-Kubra, Kulsum al-Sughra. And that some people come forward and state that is it true that Umar ibn al-Khattab, the second caliph, had come forward and married her? We reply by stating that our belief is that that Umar ibn al-Khattab did marry an Kulsum, but not Kulsum, daughter of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, but Kulsum bin Jarwal al-Ansariya. Why? Because of the fact that if you go to books of history, you'll find that Umar's wife Kulsum died in the 50th year after Hijrah. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib's daughter Kulsum died in the 61st year after Hijrah. So it must be a different Kulsum, and that different Kulsum is Kulsum bin Jarwal al-Ansariya. And the books are there of history for you to examine that issue. In terms of the treaty between Imam Hassan alayhi salam and Muavije, some people come forward and say, look, Muavije, there is no problem with Muavije because of the fact that Imam al-Hassan alayhi salam signed a treaty with him. First, we reply back to them by saying, on the first level, Muavije fought the caliph of his time. There is a problem with him. Muavije killed Ammar ibn Yasir. There is a problem with him. Muavije, then when you look at the treaty, look at the terms of the treaty that were broken. The treaty that was agreed was what? The treaty that was agreed was that Muavije would stop the cursing of Imam Ali on the pulpits. And that number two, Muavije would protect the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alih. Number three, he'd stop the killing of the Shia of Ali. Number four, he'd give back the blood money of the martyrs at the Battle of Jamal and the Battle of Siffin. And number five, and very importantly, that after he dies, the leadership goes back to Imam Hassan or Imam al-Hussein. Each one of these is broken. And brothers, I ask you to go in history, you'll find it very clearly, brothers and sisters, how he broke each one of them. In terms of the cursing of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, it continued in Muawiya's time, after Muawiya's time, until Umar bin Abdul Aziz stopped the cursing on the pulpits. Every Friday, they used to curse Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam on the pulpits of the Umayyad mosques, until Umar bin Abdul Aziz stopped this cursing. In terms of changing the sunnah of the Prophet, this was the Muawiyah. If I want to explain changing sunnah, one sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he used to pray, the khutbah of Salat al-Jum'ah, the khutbah he'd do it standing. The only man to have begun the sunnah of sitting is Muawiyah, for example. Number three, in terms of the killing of the Shia of Imam Ali alayhi salam, people like Hujr bin Adi al-Kindi, Amr bin Hamaq al-Khuza'i, people like this were all killed by Muavija ibn Ebi Sufyan and his henchmen. In terms of giving back the blood money to the martyrs of Jamal Siffin, that never ever came back. And in terms of the caliphate after him, he gave it to his despotic son, and arguably one of the most tyrannical as well as arrogant rulers in Islamic history, Yazid.
Buharijeva zbirka hadisa, prvi tom, strana 613. Ibn Ebi Šejbe, prenoseći od Tausa, kaže: stojeći su hudbu obavljali alejhisselam Ebu Bekr, Omer i Osman, a prvi koji je počeo obavljati sjedeći jeste Muavija. Šabija ovu izjavu nadopunio riječima: Muavija je to činio zbog velikog mu stomaka i pretjerane debljine. Buharijeva zbirka hadisa, drugi tom, strana 639. Kada je građena džamija u Medini, pokraj Amara je prošao vjerovjesnik, sallallahu alejhi wasallam. Otresao mu s glave prašinu i rekao: teško Amaru, ubit će ga jedna odmetnička grupa. Amar će njih pozivati Allahu, a oni Amara paklenoj vatri. Historija bilježi da je Amara ubila grupa koju je predvodio Muavija ibn Ebi Sufjan u bici na Siffinu 36. hidžretske godine. Buharijeva zbirka hadisa, 3. tom, strana 40. Muslim i Tirmizi bilježe predanje od sina Saad ibn Ebu Vakasa u kojem se navodi da je Muavija pitao Saada zašto ne grdi Aliju, pa mu je odgovorio: zar se ne sjećaš da je poslanik sallallahu alejhi ve sellem rekao 3 o njemu, zbog njih ga nikada neću grditi. To 3 se spominje u hadisima. Prvo, da je Alija u odnosu na poslanika sallallahu alejhi ve sellem na stupnju na kojem je bio Harun u odnosu na Musa. Drugo, da će on ponijeti barjak kao čovjek kojeg vole Allah i njegov poslanik. I treće, kada je bio objavljen ajet o proklinjanju, a to je 61. ajet sure Al Imran, poslanik je sallallahu alejhi ve sellem uzeo Aliju, Fatimu, Hasana i Huseina i rekao: gospodaru, ovo je moja porodica.